My name is Mr. Paul, and I'm a high school math teacher here at KIS. At the end of my high school days, I played on a baseball team that was in a league called American Legion. It was like Little League, and then after Little League went Pony League, and then after Pony League went Colt League. And then after Colt League went American Legion. It's for like seniors in high school. And I was pretty good. And there were scouts at our games. You know, at one point they set me up with some tryout for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And my strength was my speed, my running speed. And so that's what attracted them to me. But they ended up setting me up with a very, very low level professional team. I participated in playing for this team for 5 years, from the time I was 18 until the time I was 23. And this happened during my college years. I was also attending college at that time. And I got my degree in math. And then when I got my degree, I was still playing baseball. And in the middle of that last season, I got a job offer for a computer programmer company called Westinghouse. And so at that point, I tried for a brief period of time to do both things, to hold down this professional job that I had, and also the baseball job that I had. And it was very difficult, and I couldn't manage to do both. So I had to make a choice. And I thought, you know, this is maybe a good sign that I need to give up on my baseball dream and start my career as a professional. So I took the job, and I committed to then after that I got into teaching. I was a little older when I started to teach.
Then what made you first start playing baseball?
Oh geez, well, every kid, you know, in my generation, baseball was the most popular sport. I started when I was 8 years old, and I'm sure I was playing before that with my father. You know, was in the backyard, and you pick up a love for the game, and you just keep playing it as long as you can until the road comes to the end.
Could you explain more about like what team you played for and what position you played for in that team?
Yeah, so there's several leagues that are what they call independent leagues, but the team I played for was in what they call the Dairy Unity League, and it was Franklin Panthers. I was always a second baseman, occasionally played third base.
Then what have you learned from your experience, and how has that shaped your life?
First of all, I think one of the things that I've concluded is there is no substitute for doing what you love to do. If you compromise that and you end up doing something for a reason other than you enjoy it, that you're going to have regrets at the end of the line for you. But also, life hands you some setbacks, and we all get them, and there's nobody there that's going to be able to ease the challenge of dealing with these setbacks. That we have to learn how to deal with them. And maybe even use them as motivation moving forward. And this is true with, I think, any sport. And that is, we're all pretty much all, unless we're LeBron James or Tiger Woods, we're all going to be reaching a stage where the competition is better than us. And we have to come to the realization that that's the way it is. And adjust your thinking and maybe re-strategize on what you want to do moving forward. And it's sometimes a bitter pill to swallow, but it's healthy, I think, for us to recognize that, you know, we all have to deal with challenges and hurdles in our lives, and it doesn't need to define us. It doesn't need to defeat us, but it sometimes can help us become a better person moving forward from there.
Then do you have any memorable stories you would like to share about baseball?
Geez, I don't know. I do remember being a huge Pirate fan growing up, and the opening day was always a big game in the season, and my friends and I would always skip school that day, and we would all go to the opener and watch the Pirate game. It was kind of a bonding thing to do for all of us in early April or whenever their opener was. Those were some fond memories, but this is long time ago.
And then lastly, do you have any tips for KIS students who are looking into jobs that you would try?
Well, it gets back to what I was saying earlier, and that is, I would highly advise anybody to, within reason, don't just follow the money, but find what you like doing and try to figure out a way to make a living doing something that you really enjoy doing. And I think you'll be happier in the long run.
Well, thank you, Mr. Paul. I think this is it for the interview. Do you have any other things you would like to say?
No, but you've been a great interviewer, Jaeyoung.
Thank you.